Okay, I turned the camera around, so this is good. We're able to see the cards that I show you guys. So I've just got a little few moments before I need to jump on to my client call, and I thought I'd just do a collective reading. I was going to do psychic readings, and then it didn't end up happening for enough time to do that this morning. So just going to do a little collective card pull and see where we're at energetically for the collective. We've got a blue moon coming up this week. We're coming out of the 2-week spin that I was talking about on the 3-part series. If you haven't watched that really important 3-part series collective update, comment series below, because there was some really important information in there. So make sure you've checked that out. I'm just going to quickly share this live stream, and then I'm going to just pull these cards for the collective, see what comes through as messages for everyone in the collective. Okay. Wherever the group is that I share this to, there we go. I'm curious how you guys are feeling with these energies. Is it calmed down? Is it ramped up? Is it like mind-blowingly like all this life direction change? Are you still in a spin? Are you still got all your things on the table that you're sussing out, figuring out what you're going to do, what? Feels like there's still a lot spinning, right? And if you haven't watched the 3-part collective series update that I'm referring to when I'm talking about this spin, you better comment series below and I'll send you the replays for them. So one more share here. Hi, Jess. Okay, share to feed. Here we go. All right, perfect. Actually, I might just switch back just in case. Okay, so let's pull some cards. Hi, Joy. Hi, everybody that's here. Let's pull some cards, see what's going on in the collective. Like I said, I know there's a message that wants to come through because I was going to get on and do psychic readings for everyone, and then all these things happened, like 6-foot pythons in my garage this morning, that it sort of threw me a little bit. So here we are. But I know there's a message that wants to come through, so hence why I'm here. So here we go. Just pulling this up so I can see your comments. Okay, awesome. What is this? What is this? Okay, so I'm going to do like a sort of a past, present, future, and I'm going to do like what's in the conscious and what's in the subconscious. What's playing out that we don't know about. Sometimes a dance is required to move through life's unforeseen circumstances. So really important, if you haven't watched that series, to watch that series, because there's been a few things that have unraveled or come to light since I did that 3-part series, you know, to do with world stuff and just stuff in general. How interesting. So yeah, really curious how you guys, like where you guys are at. So I'm doing like the across. So we've got past, present, future. Past, present, future. And then we've got what's conscious and what's unconscious underneath, right? So what's conscious? You are the roots which provide nourishment for others to grow. So this, at this particular point in time, like you're stepping into a time of leadership, okay? And there's this sort of like almost sense of urgency and drive to like, you can't put this off anymore, right? So whatever like leadership point of view, like whatever leadership, you know, sense that you've been getting the message of, like now more than ever is like time to step into that, right? It's time to really, like you just can't put that off anymore. And this is what's conscious, okay? This sense of urgency, this sense of like, it's time to step into that, okay? Like stop putting it off. Like you are the roots which provide nourishments for others to grow. Like whatever like is your next level in stepping into your leadership, it's like now's the time. And it's interesting, so like what's in the past card is where you need to be. Acknowledge how you're feeling, have faith in the universe will have faith the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. So that's the past. Then we step into replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. Now I got that in the message yesterday for the real reading. It was like abundance is on the horizon, or whatever I said. It's like whatever's going to come in. Like it's like you either just have come into that or it's about to come in. And this is also sharing that. So there's big positive change in the collective. And this is where I was saying, if you haven't watched that 3-part series that I did just recently, and I really spoke about this spin, hold the vibration, hold the vision of what you want, and it's like until the end of August, which is like coming up this week on the blue moon, by the way. So leading up this week, and this is the thing, it's like, do you have the faith and courage to put all your do you just have to all your energy, all your focus, everything into your highest vision? Like do not falter on that whatsoever, one single bit, because this week is a blue moon, okay? It's like a once in a blue moon. Like we hear that term all the time, and I'm like, play with this energy, like manifest with this energy, like hold the highest vibration. Like no matter what your actual reality is this week, okay, or what you're going through, or the darkness or the stuff that you've lost, right? It's like that's going on, but that's not what you're focusing on. Like you're holding your highest vision here. Like this is so important, okay? Like this once in a blue moon energy, like use it. Use it to your manifestation. Like, oh, once in a blue moon. I'm like, yeah, that's this week. Are you literally going to like use that? Because it's so important right now, right? So replacing what was lost, and you're conscious that it's stepping into the next level of your leadership, whichever that is, okay? So I also did my Wildly Wealthy Witches free money training last week. If you haven't watched that, that is gold. If you are getting the call to step into your leadership, you'll really want to watch that, okay? Because you're either going to do it or you're not. And there's a reason like why you haven't done it yet and why you keep putting it off. And like if you haven't watched that Wildly Wealthy Witches, just comment witch below and I'll send you the replay to watch that, because it's like you're conscious that you need to step into that, replacing what was lost. You now have an opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Like the way I wish I could show you the way I've laid out reading, like I said, like it's like past, present, future, but then above it we've got the conscious, oh look, maybe I can, and the unconscious. So it's a cross, right? And this is where it's at crossroads, right? Like the past is done, but it's almost like, you know, for now, don't focus on it. Like stay in the vibration, because whatever we're going to pop out into in September, which by the way, there's really interesting things flying around. So I shared in my Telegram group on Telegram, you know, just some things that are happening on world stuff that has come to light, or people are sending me after I've done those live streams on the 3-part collective series. So, you know, if you're not in there, just send me a message of Telegram and I'll send you the link for that. So because I share stuff in there, and it's interesting what is possibly happening in September, and this is where it's like, but this is the crossroads, right? This is the cross. Like there's like all these like worlds colliding and coming together right now. And it's like it could go either way. Like, and this is the spin. It's like, which vibration are you holding? Which vision are you holding? Like, and this is like for you as a light worker, as an ancient blooded healer, as an empath, as a starseed, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as someone who helps to shift the consciousness on the planet. Like you have a responsibility, like your work and your responsibility is stepping in and holding that highest vibration, because you're not just doing it for your life, you're doing it for humanity. You're doing it for this sense of like where we're going as a collective. Like you don't understand your power in what you hold is what you're holding for the collective, right? It's a reflection out there, it's a reflection out here. In here, there's no separation with that, right? And so your responsibility is to hold that vision, right? No matter what happens, of course, stuff's going to crumble and fall away, which is interesting because what's unconscious, okay? So what's conscious is you need to step into your leadership. There's a clean slate, replacing what's lost, and unconscious. Sometimes a dance is required to maneuver life through life's unforeseen circumstances. And this is where the crossroads is coming. This is where it's just like all this stuff and everything's flowing out, and it's like, what's going to land, right? And there's a lot of people in this space right now, and this is the octopus, and it's interesting. It's like a mirror reflection. And this is why I was like, out there, in here, what's like, there's no separation, right? So it's really important to hold that vision. And this is where I was saying, like, you know, it's like sometimes a dance is required to maneuver through life's unforeseen circumstances. This is where it's like there's, and I just shared with a client this morning actually, or a message. It was like the polarity of what we're holding right now is like stretching everybody, right? The polarity of what we're holding is stretching everybody. So while there's like all these worlds coming in, colliding on these crossroads, it's like these timelines, you know, like, and what I see it as we're moving through the cosmos and the collective, it's like this, you know, this, not just colliding, but the timelines, it's like, which one's going to land, right? For all these things, but also with this, like the polarity of the dark and the light, the polarity of all the bad things and the polarity of all the good things, because there's like equal amounts of like polarity going on, right? And it's like, but the polarity is life. Duality is when it's like at a knucklehead, but polarity is like, this is life, right? And so we're not down here, we're not down there, but it's like we might flick to the extremes, but this is the basis of light dark. This is what a priestess does, is like we hold that whole capacity of the full spectrum of the rainbow. It's like the dark and the light and the rainbow in between, right? Like, and this is like everybody is feeling this stretch, everybody is feeling this polarity, everybody's like, whoa, what's going on? And then it's just gonna, yeah. Angie says, spot on. Julie says, for me, the message has been, be still and know. Exactly. There's a lot on the table right now. It's kind of like we're making decisions, but it's like, it's just all on the table, because it's like, universe, what are we doing? And there's like a collective weight. We can all feel that too, right? Julie says, I'm holding a huge vision, so I'm taking the moment to restore because I know I'm about to be on fire, rocket, busy. Yeah, and this is the thing when we're in this, like in the ebb, right? The flow is coming back in, and I think that's what I said to you as well in the support group. I was like, you know, the thing is about riding the ebbs and the flows, because that's life. Breath in, breath out, tide in, tide out, full moon, new moon. Like it's the natural flow of life. It's a natural flow of business. It's the natural flow of everything. And it's not about like, oh, it's not working. It's like, it's riding the ebb and the flow. And what I always say to my clients, and what I think I said to you as well, Julie, is like, you know, when you're in the ebb, what do you wish, like when you get busy, what do you wish that you'd sorted out and were getting organized? Because you're going to be busy and you're like, fuck, I didn't do that when I had the time. Do it. Right? Oh my goodness, the bottleneck you spoke of about last week. Yeah, exactly right. It's like this bottleneck, the collective, like the crossroads. So what's unconscious is this polarity, right? It's interesting, the mirror. And then the final outcome is shared inspiration, right? Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. So what I've been speaking about is like, let's choose the highest timeline. What is the highest timeline? What is the message that you're following? What is that? You know, it's like just continue to stay in that. And the shared inspiration, it's like the dolphins are very heart healing, connected to emerald and the liquid crystals. That's the heart. It's like, you know, be willing to let go of time constraints and rules. So let go of like, I can't. If you haven't watched that Wildly Wealthy Witches free money training, you want to get in there, especially if you're being called to step up into your leadership. Look, it's even a whale, and then we've got the dolphins. Like whale leadership, they're activating the light body. Emerald activating the heart. It's the dolphins. Shared inspiration, coming together as a community, following your heart. Like that's what we're in. We're in the heart chakra consciousness. We just started it yesterday, right? It's like this is the frequency that's in, and the next 3 to 6 months is what's grounding into the collective, right? Be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. So let go of the time constraints and rules. So your heart's like, I need to do this, and you're like, but I can't because blah, 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 blah. And you listen to your head instead of your heart because you've trained yourself to listen to your head instead of your heart. And that's the flick. This is the switch. This is the spin. Are you going to continue to listen to this, or are you going to do this? And you're just going to take that leap of faith and jump and break through to new dimensions, which that card hasn't come out, but I'm like, that's what I'm seeing. The breakthrough to new dimensions card. It's like a new consciousness wants to like bust through your consciousness. I'm seeing it there. I think it's the whale too, actually, and the whale is the light body. If you haven't listened to my activate your light body, it's a free meditation. You can just comment light body below and I'll send it to you. And so this is what was coming through in my third eye as I was reading that for you. So breakthrough to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to bust forth in through your consciousness. Like, are you going to let it? Like shared inspiration. Let go of time restraints and rules. Like if you think you can't, what is that? Oh, you can't. If you're going to, I don't have time. It's like, you can get up at 4 a.m. Don't tell me you don't have time, right? You can survive on 6 hours sleep for a while while you get this shit done. Don't tell me you can't. Just means you don't want to. So just don't fucking do it and go and live a happy life, and don't be complaining that you're not doing the thing because you just choose not to. Okay? So be willing to throw yourself into a new project, let go of time restraints and rules, and be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. And that's what we are, really moving into. There was a bottom card of the deck and now I moved it, and maybe that's just what it's supposed to be now. So, oh no, is it that one? I can't remember. It's this one now. Resilience. There is no need to rush or push, but don't like it. And it's like, follow your heart, right? This is a time to take things as they come. And this is where it's like the spin. What are you holding? Everything's on the table. Like, it's like all these options. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. Patience. It's almost like, if it's not clear, it's not clear. Put it on the table. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Where are we going? Hold the highest vibration. Is it that yet? Is it aligned? Is this what we're meant to do? You'll know. You know when it's a big yes. You know when to take action. You know when to move forward. Sacred waters. This is the, bottom card of this deck. So it's like what's unconscious and conscious, right? And it's like sacred waters is the overlying card of the bottom card of the deck. You are being spiritually protected from that which you cannot see. And this is where it's like, if it's not clear, put it on the table. Hold your highest vision and wait for the big yes. Wait for what's, when it feels right. You just walk in and it's just like, this is it. You know that feeling, right? So this, and then when I picked up this card, this is underneath here. And again, look at this reflection. So there's this reflection, okay, holding the polarity of the dark and light and all the things right now. And then this one, conception, the divine alignment of multiple aspects has come together just for you. And this is like the crossroads. So I did the cross spread, right? It's like the crossroads, the timelines and everything's just going, okay, which way we're going to go? Okay, a whole new. And there's the message for today that just came through. So this crossroads, right? The cross, like I felt called to do this card reading today. So the past, present, future. If you're just jumping on, you might want to rewatch this. There's what we're conscious of, and then what we're unconscious of, so it creates a cross, right, up and above. And it's like the timeline's coming together, all these worlds are coming together because it's in this spin. It's like, it's all sort of colliding. It's all like coming out, and what I just got is like, it's creating a whole new vibration. So when all these old timelines come together, and it's like, and I like I said, I shared this in detail on the 3-part free series of the Important Collective Update. If you haven't watched that, please make sure you comment series below and so you can watch that. So it's like this, crossroads, everything's like colliding, and it's not like it's all just going to separate and come like create all these timelines. It's like it's creating a whole new vibration, it's creating a whole new consciousness, it's creating a whole new frequency, which is what I was getting, I don't know where I put the sheets, on the 3-part collective series. And this is where we're so close. You are being spiritually protected from that which you cannot see. So if it feels like it's not working, it's because there's stuff going on behind the scenes, and it's like it's still recalibrating, right? But the divine alignment of multiple aspects is coming together just for you. So trust your heart, and that's it, and everything else will work itself out. You don't need to worry about anything else. That's all you need to focus on. Big heart healing. I need to jump off for my clients, so that's the collective update for this morning. I shall be back really soon. Remember the $33 3-card reading, it ends in a couple of days. This is the Blue Moon week, okay, and it's the last full moon ceremony that I'll be ever holding for quite some time while I work on this other project. I've been holding full moon ceremonies for the past 7 years. So ending on a blue moon is going to be a really big deal. I'm so curious the journey we're going to go on. I'm so curious. I can already feel it, and is what I can feel about it. So comment moon below if you'd like that, or just comment all links, or just comment all, and I'll send you all the things I've been talking about. So full moon this week. Be aware of the energies. This is the time to hold the highest vibration. You're like, oh, once in a blue moon. I'm like, that's this week, so use it. the like ultimate manifesto like week to be working with the energies. We've come through Lion Gate. We ended a 17-year cycle of toxic crap back in May. We're on a fresh, clean slate. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Like we ended that 17-year cycle back in May, right? That April-May eclipse was ending that 17-year cycle on those eclipses. And I'm like, it's been a few months. It's really a clean slate. We've got a blue moon to really work with those energies. Like use it, okay? Use it, use it, use it. So full moon this week, use the energies. It's the final full moon ceremony that I'll be doing this week. And then we've got the $33 3-card readings that will be finished at the end of August as well. And before I jump off, you guys are only hearing this, okay, because I haven't really shared it, but you might have seen me share about my 30K follower milestone on Facebook. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And this is absolutely insane what I'm doing to celebrate this with you. So when I first began online, I created the 21-Day Shifter program, my most popular program ever. Okay, it's the most popular program ever. And it's 3 weeks working with me over Telegram, which is like WhatsApp, voice message, text message. You get psychic reading, you can ask me anything. I share meditations, I share whatever comes through for you. You ask me whatever questions for 21 days, right? It's a very powerful, potent space to be in working with me one-on-one. Right now, to celebrate the 30K follower milestone on Facebook, I'm doing my 21-Day Shifter program only until the end of the week or until sold out for $300. Like that's insane. It's usually like $1,000 to work with me on the 21-Day Shifter program. Sometimes it's more. I haven't had it that lower price since I began 7 years ago, but I'm celebrating that you guys have arrived here with this with me. Now, a wildly wealthy witch doesn't just think, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. It's a wildly wealthy witch sees opportunities and she jumps on them. A wildly wealthy witch knows that it's not like suddenly like, oh, you know, like a wildly wealthy witch knows that she's been working on her manifestation efforts. She's been doing all the things for all the time. And that a wildly wealthy witch sees an opportunity when it's there and she jumps on it, because she knows that she's been aligning her energy, her frequency to all of this, right? So my 21-Day Shifter program, it's only $300. Like it's ridiculous. I shouldn't even be doing that. But it's only until the end of August, celebrating my 30K follower milestone on Facebook here, because this is my way of saying thank you to you. And if you want to work with me, it's the best way to work with me. My $33 card readings are ending at the end of this week as well, end of August. Blue full moon. This is blue full moon. Okay. If you would like the 21-Day Shifter program information, comment Shifter. You won't find it anywhere else. Comment Shifter or send me a message and I can send that with you. Send that to you. If you're just joining, I just did a 3-card collective reading. It's a bit of a crossroad reading. If you haven't watched my 3-part series of my important collective update, comment series below. And I will send that to you as well. All right, I got to jump off to my client call. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Make sure you watch the replay and check this reading because it's a really important message. Love you guys.